Well, hello, everyone. It's a pleasure to see so many of you joining us here today on International Women's Day for what should be a great time together at this special event, Aspiring Together, celebrating the woman entrepreneur. My name is Daniel Genet, and I'm Opportunity Canada's new Vice President of Philanthropy. It's an absolute pleasure to host all of you for our time together today. We all know and have experienced how challenging the last 2 years of this COVID-19 pandemic have been. Our lives were impacted, changed from one day to the other, and still we're not fully out of the woods yet. But while things might not be back to normal or whatever normal may look like from now on, I want to start off by saying thank you. Thank you for your continued support, for your commitment to eradicating poverty through the work of OI Canada. You have helped us continue to provide the loan funds and various other types of support so that our clients around the world can continue to be given the opportunity they need to change their lives. So for that, we really want to say thank you. 2 days ago, late Sunday night, I returned home to Calgary from a week-long trip to Honduras with my colleague, Janalee Anderson, in which we had the privilege of visiting our friends and partners at IDH, a local Honduran organization that provides microloans to clients throughout Honduras. Now, Honduras is an absolutely amazing country. It was my first time there. And obviously at this time of the year, the warm weather was really, really enjoyable, especially coming from Calgary. But even better was the warmth of the people who welcomed us with open arms and smiling faces. They were hit hard by the pandemic that is still in full swing there, as well as 2 devastating hurricanes that hit in the fall of 2020. Poverty levels were set back 20 years as a result of it. But our partners on the field at IDH have the drive to turn that around, and they're doing it. We saw it with our own eyes. As we celebrate International Women's Day today, I can't help but think back to the women I had the privilege of meeting in Honduras. People like Yesenia, the 23-year-old owner of a small store called A Pulperia. As a single mother to a 4-year-old boy, Yesenia wanted to make a better life for her and her son. She works long hours every day selling a variety of products in her little store, from chips to drinks to toilet paper, diapers, and even small packets of cooking spices. She meets the needs of her community. And in the evenings, her son gets some quality time with his grandmother while his mother, Yesenia, attends university classes in the city. Her dream, she said, is to grow her business from this tiny little store to a small supermarket. And with the drive that she has and that we saw, her experience, the studies she's taking right now, and the microloan that was provided by IDH, she's really well on her way. She's shown incredible strength and resilience, especially in how she's come out of this pandemic. And she will completely change, we know, the outcome for her and her son as a result of it. So many of Opportunity's clients are women just like Yesenia, and each of their stories are all just as real, just as meaningful as the one that I just shared with you. And we have the joy of seeing the look of joy, of pride, and most of all of dignity on these women's faces as the microloans they receive allow them to launch their businesses, gain sustainable sources of revenue, and in some cases, even employ others in their communities who otherwise wouldn't have any other reliable sources of income. Today, that's what we want to celebrate: the accomplishments of the clients we have the privilege of serving, yes, but especially women, as they change their circumstances, enable their children to go to school, and create the future they need to be able to break out of cycles of poverty for good. And none of this would be possible without the faithful and sacrificial support of you, our donors, our partners, and our friends in this crucial work. So for that, again, we say thank you. Over the course of the next 40 minutes or so, you'll hear some very special stories. First, you're going to hear from our CEO, Dan Murray, who will share a short update on the impact that you've enabled in this last year. There's so much that we've accomplished together, and we want to celebrate those accomplishments together. Then for the bulk of our time together, we'll watch a video from Ghana highlighting the success of women entrepreneurs who recently completed a mentorship program there in Ghana. And finally, you'll hear a few words from one of our dear friends and partners here in Calgary who will share their heart in supporting Opportunity Canada. So we really hope that today you'll be encouraged by our time together. Now, I'd like to pass on the mic to our dear CEO, Dan Murray, to share a few words with us. Dan?
Well, thanks, Daniel, and welcome to the OIC team. It's really great to have you on board. And good morning, BC and Alberta, and good afternoon, everyone else. It's my honor to share a few points of celebration as we reflect back on 2021. But before I do, let me acknowledge that, like all of you, we are heartbroken and frustrated at the tragedy unfolding in Ukraine. And our thoughts and prayers go out to the Ukrainian people, civilians, leaders, and soldiers, and we pray for peace to prevail and for the madness to stop. You know, it is a reminder of the fragility of peace, security, and of life itself. At Opportunity International Canada, we're committed to help people break cycles of poverty through financial inclusion, to help them build a better future. You know, and there's much to celebrate about the work that we did in 2021, all of which was made possible because of the generous support of donors like you. Allow me to highlight just a few points. For example, 400 women in Haiti completed an 18-month Pathways to a Better Life program and graduated in July. This means that they were generating income, had a roof over their heads, were feeding their children and ensuring they were in school. This was the first cohort of that program that OIC donors funded directly. Thank you for enabling them to get onto the economic ladder. And another cohort was also launched, and we will continue this work because the need is huge and the impact is great. COVID restrictions hit the Dominican Republic and Honduras very hard, and the two hurricanes in late 2020 devastated the northern region of Honduras. But thanks to Opportunity Canada donors giving to our COVID relief and Thrive campaigns last year, we were able to send finances to the DR and Honduras at critical times in 2021. Both Aspire in the DR and IDH in Honduras, our local partners, were able to restructure clients' loans and, if needed, extend the repayment period without adding additional interest. And in Honduras, IDH was able to give some small interest-free loans to clients in the northern region so that they could start to rebuild after the devastation of the hurricanes. Also in Honduras, a new branch in Tegucigalpa was actually launched, and I think it became break even within 3 months, which is probably a record. These programs provide financial access to vulnerable people and give them a safe step forward on their entrepreneurial journey. Partners in the DR, Colombia, and Ghana last year developed and launched digital training for their clients, youth and adults alike, which enabled key training to go out despite lockdowns and various travel restrictions. Last spring, we also, if you remember, set out an urgent call for help on behalf of our partners in India. And thanks to the support of Canadian donors, our partners there were able to establish 18 e-clinics, which in turn reached over 30,000 people with critical health information and guidance about vaccines. Canadian donors also helped Opportunity International's education finance program expand into Colombia. As of December 31, education finance is serving in 27 countries with 91 financial institutions and benefiting an estimated 9.3 million children with a quality education through increased access to capital for local schools and for the parents. And we look forward going forward to increasing our partnership with this world-class global initiative, as a quality education is a key pathway out of poverty. Finally, in Ghana, we continue to partner with Global Affairs Canada and Canadian donors to serve small, micro, and even medium-sized enterprise level clients. We are so grateful for your partnership as we aim to address poverty alleviation in a two-pronged approach: access to finance and training for entrepreneurs at the micro level, and support to SME clients so that they can grow their businesses and create jobs. These are but a few highlights, as so much more was accomplished. But on this International Women's Day 2022, the theme is Break the Bias to help create a more inclusive and sustainable world. One inspiring way we are working to achieve that is through a new women's mentorship program in Ghana, and you'll get to see it for yourself shortly. So I wish to thank each of you for standing with us in the challenging times of 2020 and 2021 and supporting us as we continue to invest in women entrepreneurs around the world. In 2022 and beyond, I look forward to the launch of additional innovative, impactful, and transformative programs with our partners in the countries where we serve as we begin to emerge from this pandemic. Thank you, God bless, and pray for peace in Ukraine.
Thanks, Dan, for sharing this update with us. And we know that this is just a small portion of some of the impact that we've been able to have because of your support this last year. And we're so grateful that we're able to work together at this time. There's a lot to celebrate and to be grateful for. We're now going to move on to the main part of our time together as we hear and see the results of incredible work accomplished by a group of women in Ghana. To help give us some context, I'd like to invite Janalee Anderson, who's our Vice President of Programs and Business Development, to share a few words.
Many of you have been longtime donors to Opportunity International Canada and remember the various Canadian government-funded projects that we've had, originally with CETA, then DFAT-D, and now Global Affairs Canada. It's the same government department, albeit by a different name. The current project, and one that we are highlighting on this International Women's Day, is entitled Financial Inclusion for Enterprise Development, or FINDEV for short. Its goal is to support women entrepreneurs, provide them with training and access to finance, help them overcome business hurdles and build their businesses so they can in turn employ others and generate jobs. This two-pronged model benefits both the entrepreneurs and their employees and alleviates poverty with a dignified and sustainable approach. One of the key aspects of the FINDEV program is client training, especially at the small and medium enterprise or SME level. As the FINDEV program developed its training curriculum and rolled it out to clients in Ghana, our implementing partner, Sinapi Aba Savings and Loans, which you'll hear in the video referred to just as Sinapi, noted that some women entrepreneurs were ready for the next level of training. In response to this, Sinapi developed and Global Affairs Canada funded a women's mentorship program. The first pilot cohort of women mentors and mentees launched just before COVID in January 2020. It was so successful that in 2021, Sinapi launched another cohort, and this time Opportunity Canada donors engaged as well. Thank you. Now, we are used to hearing about mentorship opportunities here in Canada. And as soon as I said mentor, you probably had someone pop into your mind, someone who was either a mentor to you or perhaps someone that you mentored. So we all know how important these opportunities and relationships have been in our lives. However, in Ghana, this sort of opportunity doesn't naturally present itself to our target audience, especially not to women, and definitely not at the bottom of the economic pyramid. In fact, as far as we know, this is the first mentorship program of its kind in West Africa. The program was created to not only provide aspiring women with the next level of business training, but also to match them up with amazing women in their communities as mentors so that they could build their confidence and learn how to make decisions like an entrepreneur. Each mentor was matched with 2 mentees. They met at least once a week as a trio, and then also received training once a month at the branch level and quarterly at the regional level from Sinapi. We knew the curriculum would be helpful for the employees, for the mentees, but as we also learned, we noted how important it was for them to also attend the branch and regional training as well, because this afforded the women a time to network together. Again, something we take for granted here, but not so for the women in Ghana. Last spring, I included a mentor and mentee story in our spring update webinar. Today, we're excited to bring you some video highlights of the graduation in November. Opportunity Canada resumed its in-person monitoring trips last fall, and we had the privilege of attending the second cohort graduation. It was a 6-hour celebration that included speeches, certificates, cake cutting, and awards. So today's 15-minute video is just a snapshot. But I'm excited that you'll be able to hear directly from some of our colleagues at Sinapi Aba, as well as the Global Affairs Canada representatives, and you'll recognize Dan there too in his mentorship t-shirt. The theme was mentoring the next generation of great women. The location was the business school at the local university in Kumasi. This beautiful location was picked intentionally as most of the mentees had never been on a university campus, let alone a business school, and Joyce wanted them to be there. She wanted them to know that they were entrepreneurs and business people in their own right, and she wanted them to have the opportunity to be invited to participate in something at a university so they could see that it wasn't daunting and hopefully one day will consider giving that opportunity to their children. As we join the celebration, you'll see the excitement in the women's faces as they enter the university hall for the first time. You'll see them break out into spontaneous dancing at the beginning of the program. You'll hear speeches that congratulate them and spur them on to mentor others. You'll see them receiving certificates that applaud their success. You'll hear a few of them interviewed, and you'll note the challenges that they have in growing their businesses and how they've applied what they've learned. You'll also see them capturing the celebration on their phones so that they can share with others back home, as these women came from all over Ghana, even some of the most remote and rural branches. What we can't capture in a video, but what I can personally assure you of, is that the room was electric with excitement. Singing and dancing broke out spontaneously, and when an award ceremony took place, the winning teams leapt to their feet like they had just won $1 million. It really, really was incredible. Sinapi Aba, in the local language of Twi, means mustard seed. And at the beginning of the program, you'll meet Joyce, and you'll hear the exchange where she says Sinapi, and the women are cheering good seed. The mustard seed is the tiniest of seeds, and yet grows into a huge tree and produces much fruit. Sinapi has done the same in their years of service, and now they are encouraging their clients, these mentors and mentees, to bloom in the same way. Let's join them.
Welcome to Ghana, a country full of friendly people and lots of sunshine. Today we're joining a celebration for a very special group of women. They are bead makers, seamstresses, teachers, and cooks. But they all have one thing in common. They own a business. Some started years ago. Others are new entrepreneurs. But today, all are gathering to celebrate a relationship that is so simple, yet so powerful. Mentorship.
My name is Fulera Mohammed. I'm selling clothes. I am Madame Letitia.
I'm Philippa Apia, CEO of PB Philippus Enterprise. I'm into beads making and bakery.
My biggest challenge is loan because I don't have collateral.
So I don't know anything about cash flow, how to manage. I just collect the money and spend it like that.
My biggest challenge about my business is loan because I didn't have a perfect collateral.
The Women's Mentorship Program is the first of its kind in all of Western Africa. It aims to address a key challenge that businesswomen face: little access to training. The program matches one mentor with 2 mentees. Over the course of 12 months, mentors share good business management practices and skills to help their mentees navigate the challenges of owning a business. Today, we get to celebrate with the mentors and the mentees in a graduation ceremony.
Emba yensu yebetimi aye. Emba yes yebetimi aye. Emba yes yebetimi aye. Women, we can also do that. Women, we can also do that. Amen.
Joyce Owusu-Debo is the Chief Programs Officer with Sinapi Aba Savings and Loans, Opportunities Partner in Ghana. Joyce was the visionary behind the Women's Mentorship Program. She sparked the vision to make business training more accessible to Ghanaian women.
Sinapi Aba Savings and Loans is an institution that has the heartbeat for ensuring that women are empowered in our society, giving them opportunity to grow their business, and giving the women also the chance so that they can also become agents of growth in their communities by employing people in their businesses, giving them hand up, supporting their families, and making impact wherever they are.
While mentorship might seem like a simple idea, In Ghana, it is an innovative solution to a significant challenge. A report in 2014 indicated that small to medium-sized businesses generated 75% of Ghana's GDP and employed 85% of the workforce. These small entrepreneurs face numerous challenges: how to hire good workers, how to manage cash flow and budgeting, when to take out a loan, and how to repay it. For women specifically, it can be difficult to find answers and support.
I was not having any collateral to start the business. Going for a loan was very difficult for me because I was housewife and my husband was not supporting that I should work. He wanted me to stay in the house and take care of the house. So it was difficult for me to start the business.
So, where do women go to learn how to grow their business, or even where to start? Mentorship is not as simple as asking a neighbor how she finds new customers or repays a loan. Business owners can be guarded when it comes to sharing this type of information.
I remember very well when we launched this phase, I was right here with them too and encouraged them.
Tony Fosu is the Chief Executive Officer of Sanapi Aba Savings and Loans. With over 20 years in banking, finance, and microfinance, Tony knows how guarded Ghanaian business owners can be when it comes to sharing their business knowledge, skills, and experience with others.
It is not an easy thing in Ghana when people are in various trades. They keep a lot of trade secrets. Even sometimes basic knowledge, they keep it as a trade secret. And there's a lot of superstition and suspicion of each other that they don't want somebody to come near them to know. But for these women, giving up of their best to share with others less endowed and to accept, to mentor them and to open up to them, it was a big commendable thing that they did that we need to. So we encourage them to make sure they hold on to the end.
One of the exciting trainings I know that they like has to do with hiring employees. Initially, we had the story that they'll just look for people who want to hire. So anybody who come around, come, do business, help me do A, B, and C, and that is it. But from the trainings, the client has realized that now there's a need to conduct an interview, find out why the person is looking for a job, find out what the person can contribute to the business or the work that he or she is coming to do with them. So those were some of the things they learned, and that has been very impactful to our clients.
The impact of the Women's Mentorship Program is significant in Ghana, since it is the first of its kind in all of Western Africa. Before this program, marginalized women had few options for business training. Now entrepreneurs like Philippa Apia have been equipped to invest in strategic ways to grow their businesses.
I learned about how to expand business and controlling debts and adding value to my business. It improved it by helping me to get another shop at the town and buying card to distribute my work. After doing it, I have to distribute it. But at first, I wasn't having it. So when they ordered the things, I was not able to send it on time. So I got loan from Snappy and bought a car, and now I can distribute my work, and it has been helping me a lot.
Mentorship is a very practical expression of financial inclusion, but inclusion must be intentional, and hence this mentorship program. And the impact is tangible and very impressive.
Dan Murray is the CEO of Opportunity International Canada, a nonprofit charity that assists 19.5 million people worldwide who are working their way out of poverty. Opportunity partners with local institutions such as Sanapi Aba to increase access to savings, small business loans, insurance, and training to entrepreneurs living in poverty.
Mentors acquire specific business skills like hiring staff and customer service and record keeping, communicating with clients and controlling debt. Mentees increase their confidence. Their networks are expanded. and there is potential growth in income and profit in the mentees' businesses. And finally, there's a multiplication of impact as mentees pay it forward by becoming mentors as well.
Paying it forward is exactly what mentors like Lydia Laukambutri are doing. For 12 months, Lydia mentored Philippa. She coached her about how to take out a loan, where to invest it, and how to plan her repayments. Lydia's advice is not just theory. She is coaching based on her own experience as a businesswoman.
I'm Lydia Laukambutri. I live at Dunkwa on Ofin. I'm over-the-counter medicinal seller.
Was it difficult to start a business?
Yes, it was difficult.
Why?
At that time, I was a widow, so I was not having enough money how to finance a business.
Despite her initial challenges, Lydia persevered. She now operates a successful business and pays it forward by mentoring Philippa.
I will encourage women business owners to get more support, be patient to their work. They should always be kind to their customers, taking care of them, and manage their business well. They should have a vision so that they can build it up. When doing a business, if you don't have any visions, your business will collapse. So you have to have a vision and support it by saving money.
The first mentorship program was launched in January 2020 to support committed and growth-oriented women in their enterprise and match them with male and female entrepreneurs willing to share their experience and knowledge in business management.
Louise Perry is the Deputy Director of Operations for the High Commission of Canada in Ghana. The first 2 cohorts of the Women's Mentorship Program were made possible by funding from Global Affairs Canada, who have partnered with Opportunity and Sanapi Aba since 2017 to expand financial inclusion in Ghana.
The material and lessons from this first mentorship program have been reinvested in the second program, engaging even more mentors and mentees. I want to wish great success to those graduating today in their business, but also in getting a positive impact of this success on their lives overall. So I want to conclude by thanking both Sinapi Aba Savings and Loans and Opportunity International Canada for the tireless efforts they have put into the implementation of the FinDev project to ensure that this milestone today is being realized.
I would at this time take opportunity once again to really and deeply appreciate Global Affairs Canada for their immense support for this program. Without them, this wouldn't have been a reality to us.
And a big shout out to the mentors. You know, there is no better group to pass on helpful experience, knowledge, and networks to the mentees because they have been there and done it, and now they are paying it forward by investing in others. Mentoring is an act of selfless generosity, and it helps to strengthen your communities. So we celebrate every one of you mentors. Thank you so much.
I say congratulations to all the clients. I equal to all of you for going through the program and coming out successfully. May God bless you and help you in all that you do. I believe that the can-do spirit that has been revived in you as a woman, don't leave it here. Keep it up, go with it, and know that you have a great opportunity out there in the world. And as you stepped into the world from here as a graduated mentor and mentee, you have the knowledge, you have the skill to impact your business positively, starting from there, to affect your family and community, and maybe the whole nation to the outermost parts of the world.
Sinapi Aba have taught me how to manage my business.
They taught us that we have to do interview, severe interview to select good workers.
To date, the program has connected 250 mentees with 125 business mentors. The program has enabled skill sharing by the mentors, made financial tools accessible, and expanded business networks. Now mentees can effectively access loans, manage employees, oversee budgets, pivot in times of crisis, and grow their businesses.
And when I was starting a business, at times I wanted to even drop the business because I was a woman. So I thought that being a housewife, I shouldn't work. But they brought in this program to encourage me that even though I'm a woman, but I have to start doing it. And it has helped me a lot. So I will tell them that they should continue and helping us, and we will never let them down.
With the first 2 mentorship programs completed, Sinapi Aba is preparing for a 3rd cohort, so even more businesswomen in Ghana are financially included. And mentors and mentees like Lydia and Philippa are eager to join. All that remains is to secure enough funding to make mentorship 3, 4, and even 5 a reality. Donate today at opportunityinternational.ca to ensure the first women's mentorship program in all of Western Africa can continue to empower women entrepreneurs.
I'm very happy because through Mentor, we have we shared a bond together. So I would like to even hug her and say thank you. So thank you, mommy. Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
I love it when Philippa gives her hug to her mentor, Lydia. What just a lovely, lovely spontaneous way to end. The term mommy or auntie that you heard Felipe use of Lydia is used in the cultural context in Ghana, referring to an older person or one that you deeply, deeply respect, and to one that you've grown close. Felipe and Lydia have formed a bond. You saw that, you heard that. And we heard testimonies of how mentor and mentee trios stay in touch and encourage each other and spur one another on far after the official program actually ends. We've also heard that many of the mentees from cohort 1 became mentors for cohort 2. Just as the candlelight spread throughout the auditorium at the end of the day, so too this program's impact is spreading throughout all of Ghana. As Daniel noted at the beginning, we've all had to adapt to life within the restrictions and challenges of COVID, and the mentorship program was no exception. In order to continue training, we digitalized the curriculum so that mentors and mentees could continue teaching and learning using their phones while restrictions were the tightest. In order to help keep their businesses open, mentors help mentees diversify their businesses, find alternative suppliers, sometimes find a better location, or even add online marketing to their strategy. We are tremendously grateful to Global Affairs Canada for funding the majority of the first 2 cohorts. But as you heard, we'd love to continue the program with Sinapi Aba for this and future years. The impact is palatable, and more Sinapi branch managers are asking for the program to be expanded and to include their branches and clients as well. So we look forward to the future. Thank you for traveling with us to Ghana today to celebrate these courageous, creative, and persevering women as they aspire together in order to grow their businesses, build a safer life for their children, generate local jobs, and transform their communities. Thank you for joining us on this exciting journey. And now, Daniel, back to you.
Thanks, Jen. That was an incredibly inspiring testimony and really an amazing celebration of what these women have accomplished. For this last part of our time together, we're going to hear from one of our dear friends and partners here at OI, Nancy Langford. She and her husband, Willis, are the owners of Langford Financial in Calgary. And as partners of Opportunity, Nancy wanted to share a few words about why she chooses to support women entrepreneurs through Opportunity Canada. Nancy couldn't be here with us in person today, so she recorded this short video ahead of time to share her testimony.
Hi, everyone. Happy International Women's Day. My name is Nancy Langford, and I live in Calgary, Alberta. And I was asked to share why OI. I love Opportunity International. I first came across it about 3.5 years ago and was immediately drawn to the organization because of the way that it empowers women. It blew my mind, all of the stories that I was reading about and videos I was seeing about lives being changed around the world because women are being not given handouts, but being trained and empowered to change their lives forever. I believe that Opportunity International allows women to use an old saying, pull themselves up by their own bootstraps. And they reach out to women who it seems could never get out of the situations they're in. It's impossible odds. And yet once given the tools, they just run with them. So Opportunity International enables women through training about hygiene and health so that their families, them and their children, can be safe and looked after properly. And also it trains them with financial knowledge, business knowledge, budgeting, accounting, saving, and it provides ongoing support, coaching, mentoring, and most importantly, accountability, which is why they have such an amazing success rate of women graduating from the program, getting microfinance loans, starting their own businesses, succeeding, and paying back those loans. Opportunity International has an incredible ripple effect in the way that it impacts communities. It enables these women to not only change their own lives, their children's lives, all the family generations to come. When they succeed in business, they expand their businesses. They're able to take more bigger loans. This enables them to hire more people, so family members, friends in the community, and the entire community is impacted and life is improved for everyone involved. It's amazing how a few dollars can just be multiplied. And this is what happens with Opportunity International. So when you give to this organization, the bang for your buck is really unknown because it's so massive. And I'm really happy to be able to support and be a part of this. And it certainly is a privilege. And on this day, when given the opportunity to speak, I thought I better take it, because I believe that the opportunity of a lifetime must be seized during the lifetime of the opportunity. And for me to just say how much I believe in Opportunity International and what they're doing around the world is a privilege today. So I want to leave you with a quote from Ruth Bader Ginsburg, who was an American Supreme Court judge. You may have not heard about her until we heard about her death in the fall of 2020. But she was a cutting edge lady, and this is one of the things that she said that I really love. It says, "As women achieve power, the barriers will fall. As society sees what women can do, as women see what women can do, there will be more women out there doing things, and we will all be better off for it." I believe that this is a great illustration of what actually happens through Opportunity International and why I believe in the power of empowering women. They are great catalysts of change in society, and we definitely are all better off for the opportunities provided by Opportunity International. Happy International Women's Day, everybody. God bless.
At Opportunity, we're really privileged to have partners like Nancy and her husband, Willis, as well as all of you who are on this call today. It's truly only by God's grace and through your generous support that any of what we've shared with you today is possible. It's so encouraging to hear the passion and heart behind your support, just like we heard from Nancy. The work we do at OI isn't just our own. We're privileged to partner with you, and we thank you for your committed partnership. And if you're wondering how you can be involved in some of the work you've heard about today, whether in the mentorship program in Ghana or some of the other work you've heard about in Haiti, the Dominican Republic, Honduras, or any other region where we work, I'd invite you to do one of the following. First, you can simply visit our website at opportunityinternational.ca for more information. You can also send us an email at connect@opportunityinternational.ca. That's connect@opportunityinternational.ca. Or you can reach out to your OI representative. And if you don't have one or don't know exactly who to connect with, well, just send us an email and we'll make sure you get connected to someone who can walk alongside you as you explore how your gift can change the lives of so many people around the world. Once our time ends shortly, you'll receive an email with a link to the Ghana video that we watched today, as well as to Dan Murray's blog post for International Women's Day on our website. So you can go back and take a look at the video again or share it with someone that you know that you think should hear and see this. And you can also read this blog post and share it with your friends or anyone in your network that you think would enjoy hearing about some of the work of Opportunity Canada. We look forward to continuing in our work together. And so that's it for this event. We thank you again for coming. Thank you for caring. And we wish you a wonderful rest of International Women's Day. God bless and bye-bye. See you soon.